Hey guys, welcome to Kev TV. Now today we have a huge video for you. We are going to do a first reaction to perfumes that have been very hyped online because they are made by the ZED Creators, which we will go a bit more into later. First up, we have a very special guest. I thought for this video, we'd have to get the perfume ambassador himself, Mr. NFC. Yay!
Thank you guys. That that was a big intro. The perfume ambassador, I like that. Yeah.
What I've heard is that this collection is actually a one-off run.
Right.
It's not like there are a couple of other big name influencers that have had fragrances like Demi Rolling.
Right.
Jeremy Fragrance has his own line.
Right.
That's like their own line that I think when it sells out, they keep going.
That's right. They just make more. Yeah.
I think they've only had they've made an X amount.
Right.
Once it's done, from what George has said to us actually, no matter how popular it is, once it's out, you can't get it.
Which is pretty crazy, really. I mean, it's pretty bold.
Very bold, yeah.
Very bold to do something like that. But anyway, good on him. Good on him. If anything, it creates a sense of if you want him, don't second guess it.
The first one we have is the Siren. Do you know who made this one?
Curlyscents, yeah.
Yeah. So she has designed her bottle. I don't know if you had a chance to have a look at it before.
The artworks, the packaging on all of them is
you can tell
top notch.
They put a lot of thought, a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
So the Siren itself is kind of the mermaid's calling to sailors.
Right. It's not Disney's Little Mermaid.
No. How does it go?
Where she's sweet. So the original sirens in Greek mythology were actually evil. They drowned sailors. So they would call out to them and lure them into the water, and they look beautiful. I mean, forget about it. I mean, think about it. A woman calling out to you in the middle of the ocean, you're jumping overboard, you know? But then they would grab the sailors and drown them. The fragrance, for me, resembles, so at first alluring, and it brings you in, but then there's a darkness behind it.
This is, I'm sure, is a depiction of, an illustration of Andrea herself, right?
Yeah. She's the siren. I love it. Yeah.
So let's give this one a go.
Yep.
It's really nice, yeah.
What do you get at?
Initially, like a sweet spice, which is what I think is quite enticing in the fragrance. It's not that harsh.
It's for me, it's gourmand.
Yes.
So I'm getting like chocolate notes.
Yeah.
There's coffee. I know that there's almond in there too.
Yeah.
So there's a real sweetness. It's like walking into a pastry shop, basically.
It is really interesting when we talk about that story, how the scent itself is kind of bringing you in with those dark chocolate, those cacao notes.
Sexy notes, you know, this is gonna, there's a beauty in it.
Yeah.
I had a chance to actually wear this.
Yeah.
On the dry down, it goes dark.
Dark in like woody or dark
the
in
leather notes.
Okay.
The leather notes really pop on this one. Where it starts and where it ends are two different places.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what kind of performance did you get on this in terms of hours?
Awesome.
Really good?
Awesome. Yeah, there was easily probably 6-7 hours out of it.
Yeah.
What I did is I sprayed in the morning, it took me throughout the day. I sprayed again in the evening, and that to going out, and it was just, it's actually a very sexy scent. For me, this is a winner. This one's a winner.
Cool. Kelly Sets, Andrea, great job.
Winner.
Amazing.
Yep.
Next one we have is by Ross from, is it TLTG Reviews?
Right.
His one here is called Business Over Pleasure. The box itself, again, really cool design. This is, if you guys don't know, this is George on top. And flip it, and that's Ross there with the blue cap. This, Ross said that he really wanted to design it to the kind of go-getter man, the man who's like all about business, but also when it's time to let loose, he parties hard.
Right.
I get like kind of this men's aftershave barbershop.
I actually like this fragrance a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big sucker for a nice fresh opening.
Yeah.
There's a bergamot in the start. I've never smelled a bergamot like this though. Yeah. So it's blended in such a way. There's a sweetness to it. Yeah. And you're right, it is very barbershop. Sort of, it's got that style to it.
There's this fresh iris.
And I reckon it's the iris. I've always said to Kevin, I'm not a perfumer. I just love perfumes. So I can't isolate notes and all the rest of it. There are some notes that I can pick up. Yeah. But there's something in this one here. So I know that in the opening it has bergamot, pink pepper, and it has coriander.
Yeah.
But I think the iris, what you're saying, could be already playing in there because there is a powderiness to it. There's a sweetness to it. This one here, I actually enjoy this fragrance a lot. And I wore this quite a bit.
Really nice. Like
really nice.
Ross, great job. I haven't had a chance to wear this one on my skin yet.
Right.
Have you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin was kind enough. Actually, I took it away from him. He was kind enough to let me borrow these.
Took the bottle for a whole week.
No, it was 3 days. So I really had a chance to really test drive them properly.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one here on skin, this one here would work perfectly as a office scent.
Yes.
It didn't have a huge sillage on it,
Yeah.
but people as they came close to me, you can smell it. As I moved around, I can smell it also. So for me, this is perfect for the office.
Yeah. The last one we have, this is by Justin, Mr. Stay Fresh Productions on Instagram. So his one here, I've watched, Justin's like that really kind of deep toned, very cool, calm, slick guy.
Right.
He's a instrument player.
Right.
So the box here, this pebble grain leather
It's beautiful.
is actually the casing of when you see like saxophone players and stuff come to a jazz club.
Right.
It's such a clever design because
Yeah.
he plays, I think he plays the trumpet.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, let's see how this goes. It's funny because when I smell this, this is what I imagine somebody as like really cool as Justin would wear. It's a very kind of like a cool gentleman class. It's a very classy scent.
This one here, I'm gonna be honest, it grew on me. On the first time I sprayed it,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay, it's
Yeah.
not bad, but I wanted to give it a proper go.
Yeah.
For me, I'm getting a slight, on the dry down, I'm getting a slight aquatic, which is weird.
Same as me.
Okay.
No, same as me.
Because honestly,
Yeah.
it threw me because, again, all the description that Kevin put in, he's a trumpet player, he's I'm thinking in a jazz club. I mean, the casing looks like, he's going to a jazz club to play his trumpet. So why am I getting an aquatic note?
This kind of cool note. Well, actually, this little story might explain it.
Oh, you know it.
He
You
is
spoke to Justin.
a instrument player, right? So when he goes to clubs, he says that he leaves his instrument on the floor first when they're prepping up. That trumpet gets very cold, very icy.
Right.
When he picks it up and plays it, the first touch to his lips, it is a very, very cold, like brass.
Right.
So you get that kind of blue, cold steel. These bottles, in Australian dollars, is $165.
It's crazy. It's crazy pricing for a niche perfume. Yeah.
That's what I've heard. George was really trying to, I think his aim was to get a fragrance he was trying to get under the $200 mark.
Right.
Which is very hard to do in niche. Because most of the perfumes we have, like here, just behind us, they're like $500.
Yeah. Right.
So for this bottle, it is $165. You can get it exclusively at Oligarch only. Yeah.
Kevin's your man.
There is only, I think this one we've nearly sold out, the Siren.
Get in quick.
Well, you know how popular Andrea is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I think it also reflects them as influencers.
Yeah.
And the following that they have. Right.
Get it to try it, or get it to support your favorite influencers on YouTube. All right, brother. Thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks, man.
I think we do have a special video, but you have to jump over to your channel.
NFC.
Yeah.
The Niche Fragrance Collector. There you go. That's the full handle.
Thanks, guys. Click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.